Genevieve and Megan, Basement Tonight. That's a song, was that with you for years before you wrote it, so to speak? Was it something you've been working on, or did it just come out?
Maybe energetically it was with me, but actually that was the first song that I wrote when I moved to LA. And it just, I don't know, it just sort of burst out of me. I couldn't even help it, you know. I was meeting the first songwriter that I co-wrote with. His name is PJ Bianco, and it was the first time I had ever written with anyone other than Mark from Company of Thieves, and so I was really vulnerable and kind of scared, and I realized that actually that was like a really great state for me to be in when I'm writing, because it keeps me really honest and keeps me really raw, and so that song came out of me first, and I think it was very necessary.
Was it a process in writing the lyrics for that song that you ever stopped and said to yourself, oh, that's too personal, or were you really able to kind of lift all the filters and just put it out there?
Especially with this new project, I'm more open and less censored than ever about my personal life and my experiences. I think they're important. I think they're all sort of like very valid themes to explore and to share, because it's part of the human condition, you know. So yeah.
Well, maybe changing your surroundings. You're more anonymous. You don't know everybody. You have to make a new life for yourself. And this wasn't easy. This wasn't like, well, I'm going to load my millions in my private jet and move to LA. I mean, you had to work your butt off.
Yeah, actually saved up for a year. I was working at a French restaurant in Chicago, like 6 days a week, you know, until the wee hours of the morning, and saving all that I could. And yeah, when it was time to go, I did. And I grew up in the city of Chicago, and so I was always on public transportation. And when I realized that maybe moving to Los Angeles would be a good change for me, and very, you know, inspiring, I decided that I should learn how to drive a car. So I saved up and bought a car in the winter time in January in Chicago, and I learned how to drive in the snow, and I figured this will be easier in LA for sure.
Well, you move about 10 miles an hour in LA, so
yeah,
it's much easier to drive there.
There's a lot of traffic.
So you go to glamorous Hollywood, and your landlord is?
A drug dealer who, yeah.
This is like Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. You know? You get off the bus with your suitcase and you get your drug dealer landlord.
I mean, I found a place on Airbnb, and I thought it was quite the steal, so I ended up taking over the lease. The woman was, you know, very helpful and just, you should really have this place, it's so great, I'm out of here. And I quickly learned why, and it was very funny.
And she's in the witness protection program now or something?
She's nowhere to be found.
Well, that builds character when you have to walk between a drug deal going on in and out of your house, right?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, I would circle my apartment building for over an hour because I couldn't find a parking spot, and, you know, I would just go sit in a parking lot somewhere. And it was very good for me. I was just really
Are you out of there now?
At the edge of my sanity.
Are you out of there now?
Yes,
okay,
I am.
Good.
I am.
All right, that's a happy ending then, because I was starting to get a little worried. Well, we're going to have to send some muscle out there with you to guard the place. Genevieve at the Basement Tonight. The EP is coming out on Tuesday, right?
On March 10th.
Oh, well, Tuesday, March 10th. That's what I meant.
Oh, that's really soon though. It is.
Yeah, it is. I mean, February's almost gone. Now, I've seen a couple of different titles. What's it called?
It's called Show Your Colors.
Okay, all right. Because I had some copy/hide.
Oh, that's a side project I'm doing with my friend Jimmy Giannopoulos called G.
Okay.
Yes.
And when's that coming out?
That's coming out February 24th, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. That's where.
There's a lot of new music coming.
That's where. Okay. Well, we'll look for both. Another new song will turn you loose, and we look forward to seeing you at the Basement Tonight. Genevieve.